Welcome to Revoicing the Future, a Women of NAMM podcast. I am your host, Natalie Morrison. Just as one revoices a chord, Revoicing the Future creates a completely new perspective on the invaluable notes that make up the whole. It will uplift women's voices in the music products industry, which have earned their time to be the root of the chord. Once a month, you can catch productive and valuable conversations with women working in manufacturing, retail, the nonprofit sector, music education, touring, and overall women who inspire us. Without further ado, let's get started. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Revoicing the Future. I'm your co-host, Natalie Morrison, and I'm here with the entire podcast team. Yay!
Yeah.
Hi! And if you don't know who these lovely ladies are, do you want to introduce yourselves?
Hey. Yeah, Julia, you go first.
Oh, hello. I'm Julia. I'm the podcast editor and co-producer, and I'm on the mic this time. So
Whoop, whoop.
this is going to be a fun time.
And I'm Steph, Steph Lamond. I'm also co-producer, and you hear me sometimes on here as well. And I'm stoked to be here.
So we wanted to come together because our highly anticipated live stream panel from the NAMM show is live on YouTube.
Woo.
Yes, we put the full thing on YouTube because we felt that the experience was better where you could hear and see all of us talking.
Yeah, the true live experience. So it felt sad to be switching it. So just give the whole thing, a different medium for us. And we hope you will follow us to YouTube, the platform, rather than how you are currently listening to your podcast right now.
But also listen to us because we wanted to recap this incredible episode and convince you why you should watch the full episode in full.
Also, if you're ever wondering kind of what goes on behind the scenes of the podcast, we're going to give you some previews here too. So stay tuned.
Oh, yeah. Well, and that's fun on that topic. We're going to get into a little bit of the behind the scenes of how we put this live live recording together. But Julia, actually, do you want to maybe just really 20,000 foot view for people that might not know what it means to be a podcast editor as well? Like, what is your very, very quick, what do you do as a podcast editor? Like, tell people listening that might not know the work that goes into the technical side.
I take audio and make it sound pretty. That's basically my whole job description.
You splice it up. You take all the stems and cut, make it sound like cohesive thoughts.
Ums and likes.
So many ums and likes, so many, but it's good. It's good. Basically, I'm given what's called the raw audio, and I cut it up. I adjust the tone. I cut words out and make something sound cohesive that is maybe more verbal process, and try and make it so that the listener is engaged and hearing what we mean to say instead of sometimes what we say.
Yeah, that's rad. And it's so fun. It's like a puzzle. If anybody is, has messed around with GarageBand or anything before and thinks that's a good time, if you have any questions, ping Julia, ping me. I've done it. It's a fun line of skill to get into. So would recommend. It's a cool thing. Everybody's got a podcast these days, including us. So, and they all need an editor.
Mm-hmm. Also, Steph is a podcast editor as well. She does the stuff too. Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, thanks. Yeah, it's just fun. I do. I just thought that'd be fun if people didn't know what goes into that. Hey, look, another career path you can pursue, pals. On the side of other things, Julia is also an awesome producer and engineer and all that good stuff. So it's a good add-on to a creative career. So fun.
Singer-songwriter, the works.
She is. She's the best.
Oh, thanks, guys.
So back to our live panel, live recording.
Yeah.
We did it. It was so cool.
I was on such a high after that. I felt so on cloud nine. It was awesome.
Yeah.
We finished the episode and then went up to each other and we're like, you guys, it happened.
Yeah. And I think we're not bad at this. a little like slight pat on the back of like, that was a really good conversation. That was really fun.
But like rewind to like that morning.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
We were a little flustered there for a second because if you've been following us along, we were originally supposed to have Whitney Tabor, the incredible, our dear friend from Girls Make Beats. She was supposed to be on our panel, but she had an unexpected family emergency, which prevented her from joining us. So we're sending our love to you, Whitney. We hope everything's okay.
Yeah, we'll get you next time. And we love you.
Yes. I found out that piece of news at 7:30 in the morning that day. And it was like 3.5 hours before our actual episode. So I did what all people do is I internally panicked and just texted whoever I could because we needed 3 people. Like it was going to be weird if it was the 3 of us and 2 others.
Well,
so
and we'd chosen it. We'd kind of curated the roles we wanted there too, right? So it wasn't just we wanted someone that was going to bring what we were so excited about Whit bringing to the table. So like we had picked someone from Live, which was the incredible Elise, fabulous, and then Women's Audio Mission, Terry. Oh my gosh! So we and from the studio world, from the education world, and so we were like, and also who's going to complement these voices? So enter Natalie's frantic, but very intelligent and intentional search before I was even awake. That was the best part. I slept through this.
Steph was like, I'm glad we figured this out.
Yeah, I woke up. I was like, cool, great job. Thanks. Because it was this string of texts. I thought you were going to say, like, I did what any person would do. I called Laura Whitmore.
I was getting there. Getting there. Yes, I did what anyone would do, and I called Laura. Well, I texted Laura, and I was like, what can we do here? And
the connector of connectors.
Exactly. A couple nights prior, Julia and I were in the audience at the She Rocks Awards, and lo and behold, Mickey Angeline, who is a huge supporter and contributor of the women, and she hosts their podcast, She Rocks podcast. She won the surprise She Rocks Awards. And I remember looking at Julia and saying, we need to get her on the podcast. How are we going to do that? So when I texted Laura, I was like, is Mickey still in town? And Laura's like, I don't know. I'm going to text her. So she texted Mickey, who was literally walking to her car to drive back to Sacramento. And when she got this text message, and then she turned right back around and came and joined us. So Laura, thank you.
And it was incredible. And we're so grateful that we met her. So it was just lovely. And I mean, you'll hear it when you tune in, but it ended up being such a wonderful mix of people's tenure at their organizations too. Like we talked about some really, really important topics that we were really excited to get into, like the siloing of the women in music organizations. How do we break that down? And one thing that I mean, Natalie, we can come back to that too. I know you had a thought there as well, but like one of my favorite things that we talked about in that was the importance there could be in mentorship among organizations that have been around for longer and some that are newer on the scene. Like the power of a more established organization being able to mentor someone and how to craft a partnership brief and how to be able to guide someone to come to ask for sponsors. Like there's so much wisdom and so much way that we can all kind of like rise together if we keep forming these things. So that was a great part of the listen for it. We'll get to it in the YouTube.
We're all collectively working towards the same goal, just like within our own specialities and niches of the industry. So why not work together?
Yep.
During the interview, I forget who said it, but it was like, there are so many different women's organizations for women in the music industry, but every demographic needs to be served, which means we need so many different kinds.
Yes, because they're all such unique. Mm-hmm.
Right. So if you're in live sound or in post work or you work in dialogue editing, who can you turn to learn and to get skills or to connect to other women who do what you do? We need these organizations and they need to be diverse. But how are these organizations going to go from an idea to something that exists in the real world? Well, we need mentorship. So it's a really important conversation to have. And it's cool to be in a room with these ladies talking about it because we're so passionate and we want to help each other and we want to support each other. But we have to have these conversations or it won't happen.
Yes. Yep.
Things happen for a reason. And that conversation was meant to happen the way it was supposed to happen. I think we came out of that, all of us. And I don't know if it was just like the momentous occasion for us personally of like, okay, we've been established for 2 years now and we get to have this platform at the NAMM show. So thank you, NAMM, for giving us this platform and this opportunity to have these conversations openly. But I feel so connected to all three, Terry, Mickey, and Elise, after that conversation, more so than like going into. Obviously, that happens when you have conversations, but like something about this in particular just sits differently.
It was cool. We just feel very lucky to have been part of it and to be able to facilitate it.
And Steph, what are you doing now?
Oh, yeah. So after that, I, kept bugging people. I'm now writing for the women for their blog and their content and stuff, which is so fun. So now I'm working with Mickey and Laura, and it's been so fun. I've been kind of off the train of doing music writing and interviewing and stuff other than the podcast world. So it's just so lovely to have that again. And now I'm getting to, call up my friends that are releasing music, be like, hey, I want to write about it. Like, send me your album art. Like, let's do this. It's making more of those platforms that we can just uplift everybody, and art we think is great and should be screamed about. So thank you, Mickey and Laura, for having me. And check out the women's website for timely music news by yours truly and Mickey.
Yes, and her name goes by Lucky Lamond.
Yeah, I'm trying a new thing where I'm like writing as my artist persona for this a little bit. I mean, just going by that. But it's just fun to be like, oh no, rather than like professional Steph Lamond, I'm going to be Lucky Lamond in my creative endeavors like that across the board. Like artist writing about another artist. So we'll see. Small difference, but it's going to be a good little track. I'm excited to see how I feel about it.
I'm so excited. See, you never know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Like Kit says, I will live by this forever. Kit Culpepper has always said that she felt like her life and her career was the feather from Forrest Gump, and it was supposed to land in certain people's laps at certain times of their lives. And I think the feather was meant to land us here.
I don't know why that genuinely got me choked up right now. I think I was just listening to another song that was really sad. And I'm like in that space.
Oh my God.
Oh, but it's true. It's good. It's real. Yeah, if anybody's curious, that song is called For Aisha. It's off the Ms. Marvel soundtrack. And it's same. Oh God, it's so beautiful. Or just, I think I went 5 steps ahead about like mortality and the beauty of like someone like Kit, right? That's like passed on all these beautiful messages. Man, it's great. Humanity is wild.
See, if this doesn't convince you to go watch the full conversation, I don't know what's going to. I promise we did not cry. This is a safe space. Anyway,
after the taping ended, we finished our conversation and no one was in a hurry to leave. We were like, let's just keep chatting. And we were like, what are you up to? Or, hey, I've been in a similar situation and I'd love to just talk with you. And it was just like, we didn't want to leave. Like we wanted to keep talking with each other because we could all relate to being a woman in the music industry. And we're like, let's encourage each other. Let's empower each other. Let's find a way to inspire one another, outside of just the NAMM show.
Yeah. So many wonderful things.
Good vibes. We hope you enjoy it as much as we did having the conversation.
Exactly. And you get to watch us and like see us like physically interact, which is very different for us because we're an audio only podcast.
Yeah. Yeah. We dressed up for it, you guys. We have our outfits were banging. We were very intentional with our presentation. I thought we looked great. I'm just going to put it out there.
We looked fantastic. Matt Harmon, AKG, backdrop, NAMM backdrop. Yeah. Oh, yes. Also, shout out again to Harmon and AKG for being the best. Well, friends, the link is in our description. You know what to do. You know where to find us. Thanks for listening.
Yeah. Tell us what you think of it. Tell us some of your favorite parts. Shoot us a note. Shoot us a DM. Be like, I loved this part of that. Like, this is a collaborative thing, and we can also use that to have more conversations and the things that resonated with everybody. So talk back.
Yeah. And thank you to Mickey, Elise, and Terry for opening your hearts and telling your story and sharing your time with us. We are so grateful.
Yeah.
And with that, much love. We'll see you next time. Thanks for listening to this episode of Revoicing the Future. You can subscribe to the podcast on all major streaming platforms or visit our website. Be sure to follow us on social media to stay up to date on all things Women of NAMM. This episode was co-produced and edited by Natalie Morrison, Stephanie Lamond, and Julia Olsen. Together, we can help shape the future of our industry, one interval at a time. See you next time.